toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Snagged in the middle. It's Atkins. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard of that guy, heard of that guy, heard of that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
Finds his man. It's Miller. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hayden. He picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. The lone back's got it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to run this quarterback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one. I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Utah Utes offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down in the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Utes are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Utes will move the sticks.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Utes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Back to pass, it's Salter. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Salter. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hayden. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
All right, defense. it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Moves around to clear up the vision. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
And the D deny them on second and goal. To throw again. Big guy smells him. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. The Utes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Hayden. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Salter. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Utes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gives it on the option. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. Makes one man miss. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Makes the play in the backfield again. And the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. It'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Dampier. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got a man. It's Parker. If that running back were a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Scrambling away. Gets rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Wants to throw. It's Salter. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it rolls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Trying to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
So as a QB, when I'm running the option play, my job is to basically block somebody. How do I block somebody? I run at that defensive end, and I make him commit to me, and then I pitch the football. That's how I do my job. I get it.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Utes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Never a doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Miller. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
He's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Catch in the middle, it's Hayden. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. On the move. Turning it on. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Hayden. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense. Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play you can continue to run even on 3rd.
Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on 1st down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to TCU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Pulls it in. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Parker. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Got it in the middle. It's Bentley. They bring him down, and the big play will move the sticks.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Touch pass on the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Third down coming.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. That'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll have it in plus territory at the 45. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're good.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll They'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Utes can really attack on this second and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Using the quick game. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires to the tight end. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. The 40. Past the 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback...
It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. The 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Into the end zone, and it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the done.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival.